Megan Thee Stallion twerks out the vote for Harris in Atlanta. We're about to make history. Fresh off her Hot Girl Summer Tour, the rapper delivered family friendly versions of her hits at the vice president's first campaign rally in Georgia. Oh, boy. I want to start off by saying hotties for Harris. Megan Thee Stallion announced as she took the stage at the Georgia State Convocation Center in Atlanta. The three-time Grammy winner was there to perform at Vice President Kamala Harris' first campaign rally in the city as the presumptive Democratic nominee. Naturally, Megan wore bright blue pantsuit fit for a hottie, complete with a cropped blazer and button-down shirt, skin-tight bottoms, and a necktie to match. She took care to censor her tracks and kept the twerking modest as she and a crew of dancers burst into the Girls in the Hood, her 2020 flip of an Eazy-E classic. As she performed her viral hit, Mamushi, the crowd sang along, but soon the real reason the rap star was there emerged as she transitioned into body. Now I know my ladies in the crowd love their bodies, she said, fresh out of the Mamashi dance break, and you want to keep loving your body. You know who to vote for. As she performed the Savage remix, she told the crowd that real savages vote. I'm so happy to be here in Atlanta. We're about to make history with the first female president, the artist declared. The first black female president. Let's get this done. Megan is no stranger to advocacy. In 2021, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who died on July 19th, presented Megan with a humanitarian award from their district. What did she do to earn that award? What did she do that was for the benefit of humanity? Twerking? When Roe v. Wade was overturned in 2022, she called out the decision while performing at Glastonbury Festival in the UK and led the crowd in a chant of "My Body, My Choice," echoing a lyric in her 2022 song "Gift and a Curse." It's funny how they say "My body, my choice." Okay, but if they sleep with a man that they know does not want to have children, they don't want to fit the bill and to pull up the big girl pants and be that strong, independent single mom. They want to hit that dude with child support, but you knew he wasn't father material and he didn't want children to begin with, and you let him hit it raw. Isn't that something? Anyway, as I keep going, the rapper has continued to highlight the line on the road, giving it a standout moment at Washington, D.C.'s Broccoli City Festival on Sunday, just 2 days before the rally. Ah, man. I believe Malcolm X said something about these people. Let's see what he got to say.
I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't...
That's true. All right. When serious things had to be talked about in politics, you don't see Jack Black there. Okay. He's not a leader. Jon Stewart is not a leader. Okay. Many of these white entertainers, you don't see them there. All right. He has a point. Within the black community, you have Megan Thee Stallion being there at an important event.
Leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and or over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Exactly. That's basically it. That is basically what it's a form of slavery. These entertainers, they're slaves. All right. They have a job to promote a product. They have a job uh, to promote a brand. Like Megan Thee Stallion said when she was overseas, she promoted abortion, my body, my choice. That's what she promoted. And what did the people say? They sang along, my body, my choice, promoting white supremacist genocide, and especially the genocide within the black community. All right. More black people are killed in the womb than black on black crime. Let's hear what this person also has to say. I'm starting, and I truly think she's right. And I think I said the similar thing. Yes, I think I said a similar sentiment yesterday. See what she has to say. Fair use.
We don't need to spend a lot of
Okay. 1 minute. Here we go.
time discussing the fact that both Democrats and Republicans take us for a joke. Because it's blatantly obvious in their tactics and how they pander to us with foolishness, but there's never any talk about actual progress. History has shown that no real progress has come to the black community from the Democratic nor the Republican Party, so why do we put so much effort in voting? We are constantly told by our politicians and those of us in the professional and leadership class that our people died to vote, that we have to vote to honor them, that we have to vote to see progress. But we did not come from a people of voters. We came from a people who were builders and who were economically progressive. So how do we go from having our own schools and our own towns to being voters and beggars? Well, in 1954, they tricked us into integration. And now today, 2024...
Courtesy of Boulé's servant and puppet, Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King was Barack Obama before there was Barack Obama. Except Martin Luther King woke up too late and got taken out.
Exactly 70 years after integration, not only do they not treat us equally because they never intended to, but we are in a worse condition because we lost everything that we once owned prior to integration because they desegregated it, and now we are completely dependent upon them. Never wanted to integrate with us to be equal. They saw the brilliance and the excellence of our people and what we were building and the money we were generating within ourselves, and they said, no, we can't have that.
Why do you think they never let black people leave the country when slavery was over? They if they did, they put them in a place that was complete crap because they knew they could build. Black people built the White House. They literally built the White House. And whites will lie about it. White racists, that is. Okay. This is how it is. They want you as a permanent slave class. Why do you think you will never get a hate crime bill that will protect black Americans in this country? They want you as slaves. One way or the other, you will be a slave.
Just look at the brilliance of Tuskegee University that our people built themselves. Booker T. Washington, one of our greats who literally taught self-reliance, self-help, agriculture industry, and commerce to put black people on a course towards economic strength, had young black architects design and build that building. And also, when you look at the White House, black people built that as well. We were master architects. So it's no wonder that they started integration with the Brown versus Board of Education to desegregate our schools. And they ruled that racial segregation in public schools was unconstitutional, even if the schools were equal in quality. So we sent our kids to their schools, and our schools shut down, and our people lost jobs. We've been integrated into their schools for so long, and what do we have? School to prison pipeline, miseducation of our people, functionally illiterate, teaching our people that they're inferior, and generations unable to produce. So what's the best way forward? Is it in voting and continuing to beg others? Or is it in us uniting and building a nation of our own that we are completely capable of doing? And here's the thing, voting is okay. We should want to have some type of political leverage, but the only way to gain political leverage is from some type of economic strength. Members of the Jewish community were discriminated against and rejected in certain places, but they did not vote and kneel in and pray in and beg and try to change laws. They pulled their resources economically and then gained political dominancy. For the past 100 years, we've had Black leaders telling us to unite and create one Black united front and pull our resources economically. In 1915, it was Booker T. Washington. In 1920s, Marcus Garvey echoed that same call. And in 1960s, during integration, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad warned that we should not be integrating, that rather we should be doing for self, and pooling our resources are suffering the consequences. And in the
that with Islam is not Islam is it's a death cult. Okay, I know I'm sounding blunt. It's true. You ever read the Quran? You know there's no respect for women. You can lie, a whole bunch of things. Black Islam is not even Islam. It's just a splinter group. I mean, the Black Islam says the white man's the devil, but Islam says the black man's the devil, and the black woman is likened to a pandemic. Okay, that's the thing. I do see, yes, to do that, but you're gonna fight like hell, and you're gonna have to like cut off a lot of black people who you know are boule. Okay, they're into these Sigma Phi fraternities, because that's who the elites recruit to join their ranks, to be part of boule, to be servants of white supremacy, to make sure blacks never really accomplish true economic independence. That's the thing. It's a big plantation, and you're going to have to fight like hell and to go against the powers that be, especially ones that look like you, who want to keep you enslaved in order to keep their wealth.
2000s to today, right now, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has been warning the same thing, that we should get up from the foot of our 400-year-old enemies.
Louis Farrakhan used to be under Elijah Muhammad. What was Elijah Muhammad doing? Messing around with those young girls, just like Muhammad of the true Islam was doing. Yeah. That's the problem, man. That's the problem. I see a lot of war. I see a lot of bloodshed to try and get things back before integration. I see a lot of war and a lot of bloodshed and a lot of enemies to fight. Once again, and especially the ones that look like you.
And stop begging and start thinking of ourselves as builders and creating a nation of our own. And as stated by Minister Farrakhan in his The Time and What Must Be Done lecture series that everyone should go watch. So that's all I got. That's all I got for now. And tune in next time on the next episode. Anything you want to know about this channel, it's in the description box. You can check me out also on Rumble, Radical Thoughts 791. I'm also on Twitter, Hard Talk Radio, live in 4K, Spotify, Hard Talk Radio, live in 4K. All right. Later.